Hey Tony, it's Friday, and first off, to answer your question of the week, Taylor and I haven't actually sat down and watched The Dragon Prince yet. It's been on our list for a while, but we've been busy, we haven't had the chance to really get around to it. I've heard it's good, I've heard it's been recommended to us, but we'll get to it eventually, maybe, at some point. But just right now, we haven't gotten to it yet. So I want to talk about this week is, first off, an apology as to this video is going to be a pretty late video. It's currently about 10:45 here. It's because it's been a really busy couple of days. So, obviously we Skyped yesterday and we caught you up on how things have been going. But yesterday we ended up going to Jay's house for a Thanksgiving party, which we had a really good time. Really had a great conversation with their dad. Him and I just sat and talked politics for a while. Now, he hates politics, but him and I had some pretty good conversations. Um, Otherwise, we had a really nice dinner. We just were there later than we expected last night. Today's been kind of a madhouse day. So this morning, Justice had work and OT, and Taylor, Jay, and I ended up sleeping in, and then we ended up actually going to the mall. It was definitely busy because it was Black Friday. But we were able to get actually get a lot of good things. In fact, I got a Christmas gift for Mom, and she'll be happy for that. And things such as that. So it was a really busy day at the mall.
Oh, cool.
Um, I think we first went to Barnes and Noble, picked up some books, picked up some games. Then we went to Target, pick up a couple things. Then we ended up going just around to other spots within the mall. By the time we left, we ended up, well, actually, first, to kind of backtrack a bit, sorry, it's going to be a little bit of an unfocused video, so I apologize. To backtrack, this morning, Jay, Taylor, and I decided to go out for breakfast, and we went to a really charming place in Chicopee, which is a couple towns over. So, you might be too young to remember, but when we used to go visit with Aunt Karen frequently, we would go to just a little restaurant that Aunt Karen and Aunt Sharon loved. And it was kind of funny, but the restaurant we went to today really, really, really reminded me of it. You're probably hearing Taylor in the background because her and Justice are playing Ark with a lot of their friends, so there's probably going to be some loud noises. So I apologize for that too. But no, the place we went to was really, really quaint. It reminded me so much of where we used to eat in Newcomerstown that it was kind of funny. But after that, we ended up coming home. We actually did some decorating. Well, Taylor did some decorating. As you can see, we have our tree. Jay's letting us borrow their tree because they're not going to use it. But so Taylor did a lot of decorating today. We're going to end up kind of getting tomorrow and Sunday. We're going to probably clean up the living room a little bit more because we're having a Christmas party on the 14th for a lot of our friends, so that's gonna be pretty cool. 'Cause it's gonna be the first. It's gonna be the first big party Taylor and I've ever hosted. So it's gonna be kind of neat. I'm looking forward to the experience. Um, but after we did all that running around earlier today and set things up, we ended up going to the movies and we saw Frozen 2 tonight. So Frozen 2, you might or might not know, but I was not super fond of Frozen 1. I thought it was an overrated film. I thought that the character of Hans was entirely unneeded. I thought that the storyline was not as good as people were making it out to be. And the music, though good, actually, the music was really good. I really can't complain about the music, but it was just overplayed. So I was skeptical going into Frozen 2. So I was like, okay, I had a friend who really wanted to see it. So we're going to go watch it. I'll have my complaints, but that's about it. But honestly, it was actually a really good film. Like, I was impressed how much I really enjoyed it. So all the issues I had in Frozen 1 were absolutely rectified in Frozen 2. The storyline was so much better. The characterization was a lot better. Olaf wasn't absolutely annoying. He was still annoying, but he wasn't absolutely unbearably annoying like he was in the first movie. And just a couple other things there. The music was still top notch because it was a Disney film. I thought the music in the first one was better, but this one I thought was more consistent. The first one I thought had a couple better songs, but was kind of inconsistent overall. This one I was very impressed by. But all in all, it was like every single complaint I had on Frozen 1 was completely rectified in Frozen 2. And I honestly can say I heavily recommend watching Frozen 2. I'm not going to spoil anything because I know that you might want to watch it because it's going to be a big movie this year. But all in all, it was very enjoyable. It just is the reason why it's, 10 till 11 and I'm finally getting to this video. But it was just a crazy day. And I actually just watched your video a little bit earlier today, so it's been one of those things. So, Tony, my question for you is, are you going to end up seeing Frozen 2? Tony, I'll see you on Tuesday. Later, bro.